shit get flattened out. Getting money like I went top 3 in the first round. My salary that amount. They want my style, but that ain't much to be flat about. I take it as a challenge when rappers calling my status out. One of the best, and they ain't my pedigree. You can have the rings, or we did it, AI's legacy. I got champion genetics. Next level. One of the best. Remember me.
The seating capacity is 65,000 at Ford Field, and we are right around that number today. A good crowd on hand and seemingly ready to go in the Motor City. Today our coverage kicks off with a good one here between the Houston Texans and the Detroit Lions. It's been a tradition since the early days of the NFL, and we're off on Thanksgiving Day in Detroit.
And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25.
Try and start this drive in the air. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
But we knew coming in it was going to be a long afternoon if they weren't able to hold up against this pass rush, huh?
What we didn't know was that protection was going to spring a leak on the first play from scrimmage.
Got after him right out of the gate.
There's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. They'll wind up getting 10 back as Ed sets him up for third down.
This defense for the Lions, they were terrific a week ago in that victory over Tampa Bay, Charles.
One of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number, 6. Absolute phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
Now this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis.
And the Lions are going to take possession of the football.
Part of why they came to this week with a winning record is that they feed off of mistakes like this, and now it's a prime opportunity, just moments in the game to get a short field touchdown off of their big defensive play. Now, on the other side, they were already the underdog in this one. They just made their uphill battle just a little bit tougher.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
They'll start out here with the option left. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. A great effort there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Lions use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away.
Here comes Darius Phillips out of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Back to the ground, this time with Jones. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge. That's probably exactly what he's telling him in the huddle right now.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
They'll try and run here with Mostert. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on third down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They just do get the play off as he'll look to throw. Uncorks one for Davis. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Amani Oruwariye. And the Lions are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line.
A tough adjustment to the NFL throughout his rookie season, and his problem with turnovers is only exacerbated by his early showing today. That's a couple for him here in this first half, and he's cleared the double-digit mark for the entire season.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They are riding a 2-game winning streak into this Thursday nighter. How easy is it when you're on a roll to stay on a roll given the quick turnaround?
Well, you would think it'd be pretty easy because everyone's locked in practice and meetings because everyone feels good about themselves. And for coaches, this is where they have to tell themselves, don't add too much, don't worry about game plans as much as players. So look at your play sheet and think, give it to the guys who play best, and don't worry about the rest of it.
Now here's a throw. It's complete. His first catch, good for 9 and a first down. The Lions at 500, sitting at 5-5. They come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4, 2nd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Once again, it's Swift. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. It's a gain of 10 for the Lions and a first down. Off the play fake. Edwards. He'll rifle this one deep right side. He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. A great play there. 38 yards. And the Lions are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Phillips now from the end zone. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be sterner with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. He'll look to throw. The left side completion to Jones. 2 yards on the pickup there. And now it's 3rd and 4.
Well, Charles, this Thanksgiving tradition so great, going back essentially to the 4th century of the NFL. I know you probably have a lot of fond memories of Thanksgiving Day football yourself.
I certainly do, and I don't have the Turkey Bowl tradition. You know, the families will go out and play and come in and sit down to their feast and watch football. I remember reading about, the Lions jumping on the Packers on Thanksgiving Day. The only loss the Packers had in 1962, and they sacked Bart Starr over 10 times in that game. And I remember Dave Williams from the Bears returning the overtime kickoff for a touchdown to win a game on Thanksgiving Day. I remember so many different things happening, but how much fun is it each and every year to know that you've got football on Thanksgiving Day?
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. They'll go again to Jones.
And a good push there defensively as they stop him at the 48. Gain of just 1. You know, thinking of this Thanksgiving Day game, Charles, for years we've heard the talk, why don't we open up these Thanksgiving Day games instead of just being Detroit and Dallas every year, give other teams a shot to host? I know you're kind of like me, a bit of a traditionalist, but what do you have to say to that, CD?
I think it's a great argument, and the league could support it quite well, where you could move games to different spots and still be very successful on Thanksgiving Day. But you're exactly right. I am a traditionalist. I really don't want Detroit and Dallas to give up those slots. I like the fact that we watch them each and every year. But what I really like is that the league added a third game in 2006. And usually it's division rivals, but that's the third one of the day, and it caps off a great day of football.
Now on 4th down, honors the punt team, sending this one away. And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that,
yeah,
right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Swift going to try up the middle.
And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. Call it a gain of 3, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, here comes Swift.
And they'll get him down up past the 15.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009-2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
Thanks to that last play, a little more room to operate. 1st and 10 at the 18.
This is Swift on the counter.
And this one will go to the 28-yard line.
Now that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
Now a give, right side, Swift.
And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
They'll try and run for it with Smith. And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the first down. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. This one caught. It's the tight end, Hawkinson. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
I'll give them credit for a good read right there because they read the man coverage on the right side and sent the tight end a few steps down the field and then angled him to the left on a crossing route. And he was able to get enough separation on this play to turn it into a nice gain.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And he's just going to get rid of this thing to no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
Well, to me, there was no question about the intent there, and I think he was a little fortunate that the penalty flag didn't come out for grounding. But he'll get away with it and get another shot on 3rd down.
Well, this drive, they're a perfect 2 of 2 on 3rd down conversions, but they need a full 10 yards here. They'll look to throw again. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there. That brings up 4th.
Jack Fox out to punt here on 4th down.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds. And they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game. But this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football. Because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, that puts them in that position.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. He'll drop to throw. And able to find Alan Lazard. And he'll be upended at the 18. That's a very helpful pickup of 9 after the play began at the 9. And the Lions going with an extra DB here on 3rd down. They'll look to throw here. And he finds Corey Davis.
And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
They'll look to throw now on first down. He's got the hook up to Lazard. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted.
Picked up by Afitu Melifonwu.
And the Lions are going to take possession of the football.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Off play action. Edwards. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. A great effort there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Lions are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that makes the score 21-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Phillips now from the end zone.
Now a hit and a loose football. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
So problems compounding themselves here on the return. They just give up the touchdown, and now they lose the football.
Yeah, partner, things are starting to unravel a little bit for them right in front of our eyes. They're going to be looking for some answers and quickly.
To throw is Edwards on first down. And it'll be intercepted.
It's Kyler Duggar who picks it. And the Texans are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
That's complete right side to Kmet.
2nd and 9 now from the 21. They're going to look to throw. Caught right side, Davis. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. They'll go for a gain of 7. And now 2 yards to go on 3rd down. This time they stay on the ground. And Jones is not going to have the first down as they stop him short. They'll throw now on the final play. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
So we're at halftime here in the annual Thanksgiving game in Detroit. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway.
From the 6. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Edwards throwing to start the drive. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Marcus Davenport, give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards.
No question, that was needed by the defense because they're already trailing by a couple of scores. They had to get off the field without allowing another one. That sack on the first play, that may have derailed this drive.
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Off the play fake. Edwards. He's got a man complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one good for 26 and a first down.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Right back to Swift again on second down.
And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory.
45 yards on the ground for him so far.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. Smith up the middle. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down. 3 yards in the wrong direction. Here comes the Lions punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And he gets it away. A directional kick going toward the sideline. And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to pull your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll look to throw.
Open man is Mechie, and he's got him. And he is going to have a Texans 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A nice throw there for the 1st down. And this is a big moment for this young man under center. You know, he's had a few months now to get acclimated to life in the NFL, but you got to think, a little extra pressure here, right, CD? I mean, you're getting to start on Thanksgiving in front of the national audience.
Especially since you and I both know he's watched this game since he was, 4, 5, 6 years old and dreamed of playing in it. In fact, his family sent us some of those videos of he and his family in the backyard playing their Turkey Bowl games themselves. So now he's gone from the backyard to the big stage, and here he is.
For the Lions, an extra DB in the game now here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Looking deep downfield. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
Well, partner, they've certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
And this will be taken at the 13. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Lions will take over. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
On 2nd down, Swift.
Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Edwards now on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away.
And they won't get a chance to bring this one back. It goes out of bounds, back near their own 20. We're on to the fourth here on Thanksgiving Day. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there, and trailing big here in this fourth quarter.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he's going to go out of bounds. Gigantic loss. Kept retreating, steps out. That goes down. It's a sack and a big loss of yardage.
So when the defense complains about having to do pursuit drills in the heat of training camp, plug in this play. Excellent pursuit. Force the quarterback out of the pocket. He ends up trying to run for it. Instead, he goes out of bounds and loses yardage. That goes down as a sack for the defense.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
He'll air this one out from Mims.
They've got his man complete.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
Well, that's something you haven't had to talk about much this game. A nice big play right there. But this team, overall, they haven't done a whole lot offensively.
Well, they're still sitting on the goose egg. We talk about defenses having pride in a shutout. This offense wants to get rid of that zero. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. They follow up that gigantic game with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
2nd and 9 now.
Over the middle, that's caught by Mechie.
And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 28. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first.
Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the fourth. But a nice first down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution even though the scoreboard is going against you. You want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a first down.
It hasn't been the cleanest game for him, but there was a sign of improvement as he looks towards the next one. Nice bit of scrambling to move the sticks, and even more importantly, he didn't risk adding another interception to his ledger.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
Brandon, I think he's just grateful to get back to the line of scrimmage and avoid not just losing yardage, but a big hit on that play as well. That defense closed on him quick and forced a quick surrender out of bounds.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Being chased out left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
This offense on 3rd down today, 5 out of 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. They'll set up to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Cole Kmet, a 15-yard touchdown grab.
And the Texans are finally on the board here in the fourth quarter.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
From way up at the 23. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Now all of a sudden we've got an interesting game here. You just saw them go down and score a touchdown. And what was a comfortable lead at halftime, it's down to a two-score game.
And so the obvious thought is they've got to wrap things back up again. Got to get the offense into high gear. But we've seen this before. When you've kind of been in shutdown mode for a while thinking that you're okay, it's hard to mash the gas again and have everything work perfectly. They've got to flash together a good drive right here and now.
His defense. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need.
Derek Stingley picks it, and the Texans are going to take possession of the football.
Now with that interception, you feel like we got a ball game again. Remember, two-score contest and still time left here in the fourth.
And in the old days, not too long gone either, throwing the ball here would have been an absolute no-no. But the way the game's played now, throwing it makes sense. You just have to be careful when you put it in the air.
And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Back to throw here. Steps away. Throw left side complete. That's Jones. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13.
I love the angles that the tackles came from on that play. They secured inside, took away the cutback. The sideline's there, so you can only go so far outside. And they were able to close in and tackle it for a loss.
Yeah, they used your boy over there, the 12th man. Sammy Sideline, right?
Sammy Sideline. You know something? He tackles pretty well, too.
He's tougher than an airport steak.
Open man is Kmet, the tight end. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
Pass caught on the out route by Mechie.
And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Back to throw again. And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. And the Lions are going to take over at their own 2-yard line. Well, there's 2 sides to this coin. I mean, on one side, 5 interceptions now thrown for them. That's tough. But, man, this defense, they have been ball hawking and impressive. But, Charles, let's flip it back over. If you're coaching a quarterback that's struggling this much at this stage of the game, do you maybe try to get him out?
I would think about it. I think about it awfully hard, but also you might want to look into his eyes, see what he has. He might be one of those players that you don't want to affect his confidence by actually pulling him out of the game. So you have to know your player. You have to know the situation.
Right back to Swift again on 2nd down.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. This is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Looking to throw. Edwards.
He's got this complete to Williams. And he's going to have the Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
But when you're up by 2 scores in the 4th quarter and you're going to throw the football, expect to see a lot of man coverage, because usually what comes along with man coverage is pressure. So if you're a play caller and you want to keep throwing the football, That's fine. Just make sure your offensive line understands they're going to get additional guys running at the quarterback.
A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make second down pretty tough.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Right back to Swift again on second down. And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line. Give him 3 on the play, and they'll be facing a 3rd and 12.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down.
Now Edwards to throw on 3rd down. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. And they will rally and stop him short of the first down. They get him to the ground at the 26. Here comes the Lions punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They have a little bit of time left here, but this one not going to go their way.
And this is where, in this situation for me, you just go ahead and run out the clock, shake hands, congratulations, and move on. Because now, you're not going to make up for what's happened during the game in this last sequence.
We'll see what they do here in this last sequence. So this one's over. It's a win for the Detroit.
It's that hate, boy. Yeah, my day ones here to dance at the beginning. So you know it's only right, that's how we end.